Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? But when? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Which you have to give to the defence while it's preparing. I move for a mistrial, Your Honour. I have to grant it. Death was almost immediately due to a blow. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honour, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. Can we find out who did this? Because everyone knows you make up evidence. That is all. I see. Curse you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defence will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. It is an important question. What was the point? What was the reasoning behind getting a second opinion? No matter, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. But all you've put is a position that now there's a question, but Your Honour, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Why? Well, Your Honour, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. This isn't good. No, I agree. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. I haven't finished my cross-examination. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. From the gallery. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honour. Not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of the 5th of September when the murder occurred? I was, in my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel was directly across from Fay and Company law offices. She was under the... Well, that's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. The plan shows the body was under the window. I've just thought. It was 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy wink. Well, Your Honour, I see. This is a remarkably solid testimony. It's not for you to decide. Jury trial. Why are these not jury trials? I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honour. I still have the right to cross. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques very well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. That's the point. You gotta find the fault. How dare you? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Mr. Judgy Man. Whoa, Mr. Judgy Man. When I go for Edgeworth and say he's doing something underhanded, you are, no personal attacks now. But when he's saying, looking for flaws in testimony because it's not a good testimony. It's terrible. Your person was an idiot for doing it. You're undermining the entire judicial system. No. I'm a judge. Yes, I'm doing it. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Right, let's see what we've got to work with. Right. Right. This is dodgy, and I don't like it. And unless it comes up that it's actually been faked, I don't like that the game just changes things like that, because that doesn't make sense. This is all she could see. That's the thing, that's all she could see. Looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. The woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. I'm gonna present... How did you see that? How did you see that? This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honour. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't. They are related! How could she see that all this stuff from that window? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Oh, is that like a life bar and I'll fail if it goes too far? Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay, let's press. Why did you do that? Why did you look out the window? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Oh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. It's not a trivial question. If she's connected to the crime, she would know to look to frame. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. There's no point in pressing for that, because I don't think... What was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair? She's going to say that. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. But the girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? No, I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Yeah, you saw... you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mayor Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honour. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. And what do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. You'll test me again, if you would. Oh, I almost had it. Right. So the second witness's account, because this is all legitimate, and I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Tee-hee? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. How did she know it was a clock? Because it's not been called a clock. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack, ran off to the right. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. Kind of statuey clock. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock? Okay, so I have to present... Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! No, but questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Flippin' heck. This is... You stopped me there. Trial would be over. Yeah, exactly! That's the point! Hey, defense. Hey, defense lawyer. Yeah, you can be the defense lawyer, but you can't ask any questions, and you can't cross-examine. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? But because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fane Company? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fane Company, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I'll give up now. I'm not satisfied because... She couldn't have heard it. It could have... Oh, it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court... It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar, which is, of course, a legal term. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes. Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clock was removed is... the message. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. There we go. That's all. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. The witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. It was handmade. Claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Well, made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any shop ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in shops. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Ooh, Oh dear, she doesn't look happy. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Ooh. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you'd heard about it? Or you held it? I don't think she held it, is the thing. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness had heard that the murder weapon was a clock. So it's the wiretap, I think.